Back when the world made sense.
This scene ruined the Shrek franchise. Hey everyone, Tuk Tuk here. And for too long, I've been seeing people hate on Shrek 3, saying it ruined the franchise. When last time I checked, there's a whole movie dedicated to how wrong Shrek was about the things he said. Shrek 3 only improved Shrek's character. Shrek 4 actually ruined his character. The only redeeming quality in Shrek 4 is the ending, because at least that brought him back to his senses. But I wanted to take a look at the one scene that I believe ruined not just Shrek 4, but ruins the Shrek franchise until the end of the movie. I want to break it down a little to help show you what I'm thinking.
I used to be an ogre.
Now, I remember in the first Shrek movie that when Donkey asked Shrek to finally talk from the heart, Shrek didn't like who he was. Now, that doesn't mean he wasn't a real ogre, but I remember him saying that he wished people could at least know him, that people could at least stop judging him, that they could actually give him a chance.
People take one look at me and go, ah, help, run! A big, stupid, ugly ogre. They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone.
I don't remember that Shrek ever thinking, well, I want them to give me a chance until I think it's enough. No. Shrek wanted to belong.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. It's not like you're a real ogre.
Shrek, the things you've experienced in life doesn't make you an ogre. That makes you yourself. Everything that's ever happened to me in life isn't what makes me a human. That's what makes me me.
You spent half your life in a palace.
Fiona wanted a normal childhood, Shrek. She was cursed to turn into an ogre past sunset. She could look through the sum of your parts. She always looked on the inside of people and didn't care what people saw on the outside. That's why she never cared when she became an ogre, but her parents did. We see in Shrek 2 that she wished she just had a normal childhood, but her parents had to send her away to the tower. She was scared, Shrek. She was scared that nobody would love her. Now, Shrek, wasn't that your wish? Didn't you wish people could just see through the outside and truly look on you on the inside? Or does that only matter when it's dealing about you and no one else?
Back when villagers were afraid of me.
After this movie, there is a Halloween special where Shrek is doing exactly that, scaring villagers. There's absolutely no reason to think Shrek could still not scare villagers on Halloween. That's just pathetic.
Back when the world made sense.
Back when you believe everyone should be scared of you. Back when you believe you shouldn't be able to fall in love. Back when you thought you could never be a father. Back when you thought you could never be accepted. Back when you thought if the world just opened up a little more to you, then you wouldn't be seen as the monster everyone else thinks you are. Back when the world made sense, Shrek. This scene, in my opinion, ruins the entire Shrek franchise because this shows that deep down in Shrek's heart, that every little thing he's done to help improve himself and make everyone change how they sees him was truly for nothing. Because if all along he just wanted a change where people didn't think he was a monster, then he shouldn't do such an evil thing. The reason I believe this scene ruins the entire Shrek franchise is because that means throughout all of Shrek's adventures, deep down he must have really not cared then. If seeing all the joy that has come from him changing the way how people think of not ogres, of himself, and then he wants just privacy, and then to go back before he ever met Donkey, before he ever met Puss, before he saved Far Far Away, before he saved Princess Fiona, back to the ogre, who must have never really wanted to change then, even though it is understandable to say that he was in an angry point, and you say things when you're angry that you don't truly mean. That doesn't mean they weren't said. And the fact those words were said showed that Shrek truly believed them, if he wanted to say them to Fiona even. And even worse after the fact, that Shrek couldn't agree with Fiona is even worse. Though please do understand that I do completely agree that when you are angry, you're going to be saying stuff that you probably don't agree with. And in the context of the movie, Shrek has been noticing a lot of lack of privacy and essentially a midlife crisis of sorts. But that doesn't change the fact that everything has been good to him. And I also don't buy the fact when they say he has a midlife crisis. This has to be a year or so after Shrek 3 in order for it to be the kid's birthday. I don't know how that could be a thing. And even then, one thing I've always realized is that Shrek always fought villains that wanted a happily ever after. Farquaad, he just wanted a queen so he could be king. He didn't care about loving Fiona. He took down Fairy Godmother because she didn't believe that Fiona and Shrek could be together. He took down Prince Charming, showing that he is truly more than what everyone believes he was. And in this movie, and in this scene even, Shrek proves what was the point, because deep down, if he was wanting to say those words, then why would he have even wanted to go on the adventure in the first place? Why would he wanted to scare people? Shrek didn't even care about that. The first movie just shows that Shrek wants privacy. He doesn't want people around. He doesn't scare people because he finds enjoyment in it. He scares people to get them away. But he truly wanted people around. The fact Shrek said those words shows he didn't know why he was alone in the first place. He didn't scare villagers for fun. He wanted to be alone. The fact that Shrek couldn't even remember why he was lonely is a sign that truly he stopped being a good person. The only redeeming part in Shrek 4 is after Shrek learns his lesson. Because that means we could go back before he said those words to Fiona. The only problem is us as the audience know Shrek said those words. There's going to be a Shrek 5 now, and I have a feeling they're not going to bring it up at all, meaning that Shrek, with his daughter, will not bring up that there was one day that Shrek wished it could all go away, just so he could be the monster he wanted people not to think he was. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I know sudden mood switch, but hey, I've had this video idea in mind for such a long while now, and I just wanted to get it out because this year Shrek 4 turns 10 years old, so I just want to get that out of the way, just for fun. I'm a firm Shrek 3 defender, and Shrek 4, I believe, is overrated thanks to certain YouTube channels talking about it, which, hey, I don't care the fact they talked about it. They brought up a lot of good points. I don't hate their videos. I just hate the reception that has come from those videos. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in and say, like, hey, Shrek 4 is good and all. That's the big thing I want to get out of the way. There's no bad Shrek movies. If I were to put Shrek on like a tier list, Shrek 1 and 2 would be like S tier with the big old Shrek ears, and 3 and 4 would be like A tier. Like, there is absolutely no bad Shrek movies. Like, all Shrek movies I would gladly rewatch, and I'll like enjoy them. I could find them humorous, find something unique about it. Like, all of it is just fun. And of course, a big thing I always want to state is, even though that I was treating this video pretty seriously, in my opinion, like, I don't truly take I take the topic seriously because I don't want to play you guys as dumb, because you're not. But I also want to emphasize that I'm not like such like a media snob that I'm like, oh well, this movie actually like wrecked the entire franchise, which it didn't. But I do want to say, like, the movie's good. Sure, they forgot certain things about Shrek as a character, so that's why some bits he feels out of place. But I don't I don't see this movie as like a cinematic disaster. I've never bought into that stuff when like YouTube reviewers say it's like this movie is such a disaster. No, it's not. There's always redeeming qualities to a movie no matter what. I don't know if that's a hot take for me, but like even the worst movies, like there's always something unique about them that like you can find enjoyable, or even then like get some friends over and just I hate to say it, but maybe like try to talk through it, like do a riff track of the movie, talk through it, talk about ideas in it, and maybe you could try to find a new light in it. That's something I always think, like always try to find something in a movie, even if it's like a bad movie, something to take away from it instead of just saying, well, it took away my time. It's like, no, like just always try to find something new with something or something unique, and hopefully you can find value in it. I'm not going to guarantee you'll find value in something, but like always try to look for the value in something, because in my opinion there's no such thing as like a waste of time or like a waste of moments. Like everything, like every precious second you have, like there's something happening and like something's being told to you. So I just see it as like try to find like the value with it. And even like if it's nothing in the movie, think about the memory then. Like think like what are you doing right now watching the movie? But hey, that's the end of my side tangent. And of course I want to say I don't entirely hate Shrek 4. Actually, if you want, there's a video I'm going to link right at the end screen that I always found pretty unique. It's called What Shrek 4 Did Right. So I just want to call out that video because that video helped me find some new insight with Shrek, and I think it'll help find some new insight with you too, because that video is actually pretty unique and also helped me understand some of the concepts for Shrek 4. But hey, that's enough for me. Like the video if you liked it. If you like videos like these, subscribe to the channel, help motivate me more to make more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Tucker out.